The 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLS represents the third generation of the company's already iconic SUV. Introduced at the 2019 New York Auto Show, it offers more space, more comfort, and more luxury while retaining a familiar face. The GLS arrives to take on the BMW X7, the company's first foray in the full-size SUV market, the Lincoln Navigator, and the Cadillac Escalade. The GLS adopts Mercedes' latest styling language, seen most recently on the smaller GLE crossover. The exterior has smoother surfaces and sportier fascias, while the interior borrows from the S-Class sedan but features a few unique cues as well. Under the hood, the GLS retains its two-engine lineup with V6 and V8 offerings for the US market, but both units are paired to 48-volt mild hybrid systems. The biggest SUV in the Mercedes-Benz lineup is back, and it's now bigger than ever. The wheelbase is longer, so all three rows get more room, thus making a six-seater version possible, and if it's cargo space you're after, the 2020 GLS delivers up to 95.3 cubic feet of storage area. Another first is the introduction of the GLS 580 4MATIC that features an electrified and twin-turbocharged V8 with 489 horsepower on top and the EcoBoost starter generator. European manufacturers are again trying to beat Americans at their own game. This time, the name of the game isn't pickup trucks, but full-size SUVs. When you think of such elevated land yachts, you're probably picturing a Cadillac Escalade or a Lincoln Navigator in your head, but BMW and, now, Mercedes-Benz are vying to change that image in your head. If BMW is trying to tempt you with the vehicle with the single largest twin-kidney grills in the history of mankind, Mercedes is a little bit more subtle with the 2020 GLS, a car built in Alabama that packs all the luxury features that America likes and then some. Also, it looks less like a bus in comparison to the Navigator. Mercedes-Benz introduced a flurry of models at the 2019 New York Auto Show. The biggest introduction in terms of mass and volume is the second-generation GLS, a 7-seater family hauler presented as the S-Class of the SUV family. That's a bold claim, but the 2020 GLS has the technology, the luxury, and the wheelbase to back it up. The largest model in the Mercedes portfolio stretches about 3 inches longer than its mammoth-sized predecessor. Most of the extra sheet metal is found between the wheels, where it helped designers carve out a more spacious interior with room for up to 7 passengers. Sitting in the second or third row doesn't mean making a compromise. Every seat is power adjustable, and the third row seats are available with heating, USB ports, and their own climate control system. 6'4" adults can sit in the very back without getting into the fetal position, according to Mercedes. Buyers who don't need 7 seats can replace the second row bench with a pair of individual seats. This feature paves the way for a range-topping, Maybach badged version of the SUV we expect will make its debut in 2020. The driver faces a pair of 12.3-inch, high-resolution screens fused under a single glass panel. The one on the left side of the dashboard replaces the instrument cluster, while the one on the right side displays the intuitive Bux infotainment system already found on many smaller models, like the A-Class and the CLA. Soon, you'll be able to shop online by simply tapping the screen a few times. Optional motion recognition technology summons commonly used menus when it detects one of the front passengers is about to touch the screen or the control pad on the center console. The system can even tell the driver's hand from the passenger's, and it activates features, such as the massaging seats, accordingly. 48-volt technology powers up the suspension to keep roll, pitch, and squat in check. If you take a left turn, for example, the system will make the suspension on the left side of the car firmer to prevent it from leaning excessively. It pumps up the front end if you brake hard to keep the ride height steady. It's a feature that helps Mercedes deliver the world-class comfort it's known for. And then, there are tech features you likely never thought about. Mercedes notably added a function that prepares the GLS to enter a car wash. Pressing a button raises the air suspension to its highest setting, folds the door mirrors, closes the windows and the sunroof, temporarily shuts off the rain sensors, and turns on the front camera. Car wash mode automatically turns off when the car reaches 12 miles per hour. At launch, the lineup will include 2 models named GLS 450 and GLS 580, respectively. The 450 comes with a turbocharged, 3.0-liter straight-six engine that makes 362 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. Step up to the 580 and you will get a twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8 tuned to develop 483 horsepower and 516 pounds-to-foot of torque. Regardless of how many cylinders are under the hood, a mild hybrid system adds up to 21 horsepower and 184 pounds-to-foot of torque under the right conditions. The system helps make the GLS smoother and more efficient, though fuel economy figures aren't available. Both variants come standard with 4MATIC all-wheel drive, and the 9-speed automatic transmission. Mercedes will expand the portfolio with the V8-powered, AMG-tuned GLS 63 a little bit later in the production run. For the time being, the quickest GLS is the 580, which takes 5.2 seconds to reach 60 miles per hour from a stop. Its top speed is limited to 130 miles per hour. Made in Alabama, the 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLS will arrive in American showrooms before the end of 2019. Pricing information will be published closer to its on-sale date. When it lands, it will compete directly against the BMW X7, which Digital Trends gave high marks to.